morning, brothers and sisters and friends. Today is another exciting day of our new series of Facebook presentations. My name is Anthony Naccarato. I'm proud and privileged to be a New York State President of the Sons and Daughters of Italy in America Foundation. We are a 115-year-old national organization that was founded in 1905 to promote our culture and heritage and to assist deserving charities. Today, our New York State Foundation is proud to present information on two of our special charities that we utilize to help people in need. To give you a wealth of information on these two charities, on my left, we have Mary Naccarato, Chairperson of the Gift to Sight Committee, and on my right is Magliato, Chairperson of the COOLEY'S Anemia. Since our time is limited, I will leave it up to them to give you further information on both these very deserving and worthwhile charities. From the very beginning, I would like to tell you that our background today is Mother Cabrini, who was unveiled on Columbus Day. And I think it's a beautiful statue that it was about time that it was put up, and it overlooks the harbor, New York Harbor, and the Statue of Liberty. So as Italian Americans, we are very proud of the relationship between America and Italy, and having someone that came to America and started charities very, very apropos of what we're going to be talking about today. She started hospitals, she started orphanages, and she started very, very many deserving organizations that went on to help people in need, not only Italian Americans, but people of every nationality. So we will start to my left. Mary, you're the Gift to Sight Chairperson. Can you tell us a little bit about the Gift to Sight?
Certainly, thank you. It's very nice of you to have us. The Gift to Sight was established in 1982. I was appointed by President Robert Ferrito, and it's comprised of many members. The committee is comprised of many members throughout New York State. Our co-chair is Anthony DeAngelis, and the treasurer is Michelle C., which both of the Galileo Galilei Lodge. Our mission is to give medical and financial assistance to individuals of all ages who are blind and visually impaired, and to partner with other organizations who provide similar services to improve the quality of life of the blind and visually impaired.
Thank you very much, Mary. And I know you're the COOLEY'S Anemia Chairperson. Can you give us a little background about COOLEY'S Anemia and why we're so attached to it?
Absolutely, Tony. Thank you for having me here as well. I was appointed also by immediate past President Robert Ferrito in 2017 to chair COOLEY'S Anemia. I actually took it over after Mary Naccarato did her 4 years with the COOLEY'S Anemia. COOLEY'S Anemia in general affects people of Mediterranean descent that actually produce too much iron in their blood. And the Sons of Italy is one of the biggest donors to COOLEY'S Anemia nationally. We're a grassroots organization. We try to raise money through our #1 event, which is the Dine Around. We didn't have one this year due to COVID. However, normally it takes place at Verdi's of Westbury. We have between 250 and 300 people. It's a different event because it's not like going to a catering hall and a sit-down dinner. We reach out to both local restaurants, businesses in the Long Island, Suffolk, Bronx, Westchester, the city, in order for them to either donate a tray or two of food through all cuisines. We have Chinese food, Spanish food, of course, Italian food, and it's just such a nice event where our members and friends can sample and experience a dine-around, a culinary dine-around, which allows us to interact socially while raising funds. We have table sponsors, we have direct donations, we have raffles, and this is the majority of the money that we do bring to national from this event.
Thank you, Anna. That was a very, very concise point about the COOLEY'S Anemia. I would like to ask you both the same question. You don't have any employees, Mary, right? All the money, everybody's a volunteer?
Absolutely. Every single person is a volunteer. And with us and the Gift to Sight, the donations go to different, through the years, we have different programs that we have been affiliated with, and we continue to donate to those causes.
And that's also true with the Cooley's Anemia.
Absolutely.
Everybody's a volunteer.
Everybody's a volunteer. Our committee, I'm the chair, my co-chair is Mildred Mancusi. Our committee members are members of different lodges that just work so hard to make our events happen and to try to raise funds to give back nationally.
So essentially, all the money that is raised at these various functions, that you dine around, is money that goes right to the foundation. You tell us the name of the foundation that it goes to?
To the National Sons of Italy Foundation, and biannually, once National has a convention, those proceeds, those donations are in turn turned around to the National Cooley's Anemia Foundation.
Regrettably, this year, the event had to be canceled, right?
Unfortunately, it did have to get canceled. It was scheduled for the first Tuesday in April. This was amidst the pandemic that we were living. We thought it would only be 2 weeks and everything would go back to normal. Clearly, we couldn't have the event, and I feel that it's a shame that it suffered, but we're all going through this and living this. Hopefully next year and years to come, we'll be back and be able to do it bigger and better.
Mary, you had the same situation, right?
Absolutely. Our signature event is a day that we call Helen Keller Camp Day, and we invite 50 to 60 children from the Helen Keller Center. And this is our way of giving back to the community. And we offer them big blow-ups and petting zoo, pony ride, a trackless train. They have a Ferris wheel, and you do our Italian trivia game, which the children enjoy. And for lunch, we give them pizza, and we would never forget the garlic knots. They really love those. And then at the end of the day, we have an ice cream truck arrive, and they get to select the ice cream of their choice. And the committee works that event, and it's a wonderful, wonderful thing to do for the children. And we have seen them grow up. Many of them, this would have been our 11th year, but we had to cancel it. And some of them have been with us for the whole 11 years. So it's really, really something that we're very proud of as Sons of Italy, to be able to do that.
And the fact that you had to cancel the dine around was a financial burden to you because you weren't able to raise the money you normally would raise.
Absolutely. So the dine around is our #1 event that we do in April, and then we have our convention which also had to been canceled due to COVID. And a lot of times, a lot of the lodges, a lot of friends, family members, they do bring up donations for the specific charities, which would be Cooley's Anemia, the Gift to Sight, and other foundation charities that the Sons of Italy supports. So not only did we lose out on the dine around, we did also lose out at direct donations at convention.
So that later on, I will give some information if you're interested in donating to the Cooley's Anemia Foundation, at the committee, and also to the Gift to Sight that you can do that. Like both of the charities, unfortunately, did have a financial setback this year. Mary, can you give us some ideas of where we donate our money?
Actually, for the Helen Keller group, in our past president, Joseph Rondinelli, and our past chair lady, Miriam Principe O'Neill, donated a van for the children to be able to transport the children to different venues, and that was, I believe, in 2014. We also donate to the Guide Dog, Vet Dog Foundation, and this year we were able to give them donate $25,000, and we were a fleet sponsor, and that allowed us to be able to, for them to use a van to transport the staff, the dogs, and the students throughout the community. We've also in the past donated money so that we could name the puppy, and we had a puppy naming contest that all the lodges were able to participate in throughout the state. And in 2018, we picked the name Oki, which, as you know, means eyes in Italian. And in 2019, we named the dog Luce. And they're both doing very well. Oki was just partnered with a veteran from the Navy. So we're very, very happy about that. And I have many other programs.
Thank you, Mary. I would like to say that I've been a member of both committees for many, many years. Actually, I believe the very first committee that I joined was the Cooley's Anemia, and then I joined the gift site. So I've been on them well over 10 years before I even got on the executive board. Anna, can you give us a little idea of the advancements that have been made in the cure? I shouldn't use the word cure. Let's use the word in the improvement of the lives of the people that suffer with the Cooley's Anemia.
Sure, Tony. When I believe the Sons of Italy even first became involved with Cooley's Anemia, it was a totally different, I don't want to say a different charity, but a different mission. These patients were tethered to machines for hours and hours on end, just trying to pull the iron out of their bodies. They weren't expected to live past teenage years or early 20s. And now, I mean, just, I would say, I guess the 10 years that you've been even on Cooley's Anemia, every year we hear how different it is, and through modern medicine and through research, the treatments aren't as intense. They have so much more to look forward to. We went to the national Cooley's Anemia event, and they had patients, and one of their, I guess, honorees, if you would, was a young lady that just had a baby, that she became a mother, which would have been unheard of years ago.
And they're living into their 50s and 60s.
They're
now,
living
right?
into their 50s and 60s, where they gained, another 30 years of what was promised to them, I guess, years ago.
Now that's very important. I use the word cure, and that's we hope the day will come that there will be a cure. But right now, with the Cooley's Anemia Foundation, which is the #1 advocate for Cooley's Anemia, works very, very hard to make the lives and improve the lives of the Cooley's Anemia patients much, much better. And I believe that's at this moment. But we are looking forward to the day that there will be a cure.
Absolutely. Hopefully sooner rather than later. But just like I said, in the last couple of years, just the strides have been made are monumental. So hopefully within our lifetime or within the next decade, there will be a cure.
Well, let's hope so. That's I would love to see that. Now, Mary, can you give us some idea of the how you raise your money?
Well, normally every year we have an annual luncheon, and we raise funds there, and also at the convention through donations of the lodges, and many times from personal friends of ours. Some of your friends have donated money. Recently, I received $1,000 from one of your friends, and the Gift of Sight Committee is going to match it. And we are currently looking for a family or a few families that may be in need due to the COVID, loss of jobs, or they're unable to get specialized equipment for their person who is visually impaired. We have the annual luncheon, and normally we have 2 honorees. This year would have been Raymond Dennis, Professor Emeritus of Ophthalmic Design and Dispensing Program at Middlesex Community College. And our humanitarian award would be presented to Juliet Malazzo, one of our committee members and chair of our scholarship grant program. She works tirelessly to help those who have vision issues, and she is from the Cellini Lodge on Long Island.
The Cellini and the Malazzos have really been involved in the Gift of Sight for many years.
Yes.
And at your own lodge, that raises quite a bit of money for Cooley's Anemia.
We actually do our own local lodge event through the Petrosino Lodge. It's normally the last week in January, and we actually meet at a restaurant called Grata Zora. We try to fill it with as many people as that can go. It's a 4-course meal. We call it macaroni dinner for Cooley's Anemia. It's just a fun fundraiser just to get everybody together after the holidays. It's a Sunday afternoon, and we've been really successful with, I would say we're doing it for the past 5 or 6 years. So we do that. I know the Figli San Gennaro in the city, they're a big sponsor of Cooley's Anemia as well.
And you raise quite a bit of money. I mean, I don't.
Normally at our small event, we raise between $2,000 and $3,500, and
It's a lot of money. And,
For a small event.
No, it's not a small event. I've attended quite a number of them. They're very fun. Do you have any idea? Do you think it's going to happen this year?
We're gonna attempt to do it again, depending with the guidelines and what the city's able to allow us to do within indoor, within indoor dining, being that it is the end of January. I don't see everybody sitting outside and eating, but hopefully with social distancing, we can try to put a fundraiser together.
So there'll be further information on that as time goes by. These are difficult times. Mary, with the gift of sight, you partner with a lot of different organizations besides the Helen Keller organization. You have also the Beat Baseball and so on.
Yes, well, we do have a program that's called Beat Baseball, run by a gentleman who is blind. His name is Ted Fass. And it's an adult group who play baseball with a ball that emits a sound that sounds like a beep. And they're literally able to hit the ball, catch, run the bases. And it's really something to see. So we donate to them. And we also donate to an organization called Vision Center Services for the Blind. And they have a place in Manhattan and also the Bronx Westchester area. And we sponsored 2 visually impaired children and their siblings and family. And they're able to go upstate to a specialized camp for 1 week where they learn a lot of different things related to improving their independence in relation to the vision. And their siblings get a chance to spend time with other children who have siblings that are visually impaired. So they share stories and they learn a lot from each other. We also visit veterans hospitals and veterans nursing homes. We've given iPads to the Stony Brook Nursing Home, and we've paid for specialized equipment at the Northport VA. Unfortunately, this year we have been unable to connect with them because of the COVID situation. And we also have an annual scholarship, which is a special scholarship for the visually impaired. And this year, this year would have been a young man called Perry Balsamo, who will major in music at Long Island University. So we were happy to give him this grant scholarship.
One of the great things about the New York State Grand Lodge Foundation, and one of the main reasons that I became involved a long time ago, is the charitable aspects of the organization. And scholarships and COOLEY'S Anemia and the gift of sight, obviously a big part of it. But scholarships are my favorite. If you want to make advancement in your organization, the best way to do it is to help young people. They're our future, and by helping them with their financial expenses, as you all know how expensive college is today, it really does a lot for the organization. Now, Anna, what would you like the people to know about the organization and how they can help us?
Funds are always welcome and appreciated, because they do go to, all of it goes to helping COOLEY'S Anemia patients. And if I may just backtrack a little bit, at the last convention, at our state convention, we met a family. They were from Rochester, who brought their little boy, and it was interesting to hear both this little boy's story with his experience from a 7-year-old's perspective of living with COOLEY'S Anemia, being that was all he knew, and then listening to his mother's story, which was a world of difference, being that they go from Rochester, New York to Philadelphia in order to get treatments. His story was such a positive one because it was through a child's eyes that he didn't mind going. His friends were there. They would all get treatment together, but from a different point of view, how burdensome it was on his parents. And just hearing that, and we just want our members to know that we do give to children like this. Nationally, they do give to families like this, and it's just so important. And
I couldn't agree with you more. I think it's important that to let the people know that I happen to be a carrier of COOLEY'S Anemia. I have the trait, and so does our daughter Christina. We don't have any symptoms, but when we take a blood test, especially when it's a brand new doctor. When they read my blood, they always say, you know, there's something wrong. We're gonna have to go further tests.
They think you're anemic.
They think I'm anemic, and they want to start to give me iron. And I remember a Sicilian doctor told me a long time ago, whatever you do, don't let them treat you for anemia, give you iron, because they're gonna make your situation worse. So it's very important. But I'm gonna give you the address of the with the foundation and the phone number that you can call if you're interested to give money to either the gift site and or to the COOLEY'S Anemia, and then we'll continue on. And I will give the number and the information later on. So if you want to get a pen. We're at 2101 Belmore Avenue in Belmore. Again, 2101 Belmore Avenue, Belmore. And our telephone number is 516-785-4623. If you on our website is www.NYSOSDIA.org. Again, I will give that at the very, very end of the presentation, so that if you don't have a pen, you can grab a pen. Now, you work with a pretty large committee. Can you give me some idea of where the committee comes from and how you work together?
Well, the committee comes from different lodges throughout New York State, those that cannot attend in person. Most of them are from the Long Island area, but we have some that are from upstate. And we meet every other month and discuss the possibility of expanding our programs and reaching out. We do have 2 or 3 schools that I'm looking into that is a possibility to be able to donate to them. I also would like to mention that many of the members throughout the state send us glasses, eyeglasses, prescription glasses that can be reused. And we have a program through the Sights on Health that is run by Dr. Deborah Messina. And last year we collected 680 pairs of gently used glasses that were dispensed by her. She goes to South America, and they're also residents of Rosebud Indian Reservation in South Dakota. That one is new, who benefit from these donations. And we also collect cell phones, and the cell phones are refurbished in some way, and they're given to the military abroad. So that's something very worthwhile that we're doing. Also, the glasses are collected by Al de Blasio, and he's from the Loja Glen Cove. And the cell phones are collected by Carmel and Bill Lamont, and they're from Fumidi Lodge. So we have quite a lot of lodges and local participation, which is excellent.
And that's true with you, that you have a large committee from the various lodges.
We do have a pretty large committee. I would say from districts 1 through 6 are the most active. For anybody that doesn't know, District 1 being from out east in Long Island to District 6, which would be the Albany, Schenectady area. I think we have participation from almost at least one person from every district. On Long Island, I would say districts, Long Island to Westchester, we have definitely somebody from every major lodge. And it's a little bit different. We do raise funds throughout the year, but being that we do have the event, again, I don't want to use the word solicit, but we do get donations from just restaurants all over the area. The committee members are so just on point and just willing to help with between serving food, between raising funds in their own canisters. We distribute canisters to 60 lodges from District 1 to District 8. District 8 always fills their lodges. They send it back in the form of a check if they can't attend. We also do table sponsors, which we've done really well with. And really the night of the event, it's all hands on deck between serving food, selling raffle tickets, distributing raffles. And it's just a nice event. It's nice to sit and socialize with our members and just for such a worthy cause.
And also, Anna, you get quite a number of patients and people from the foundation of COOLEY'S that come and attend the meeting, the fundraiser also.
We do. We typically get 1 table of 10 from National and either 1 or 2 tables from the Nassau chapter of COOLEY'S Anemia, and always 1 or 2 from the Suffolk chapter. So we do have a really nice turnout and contingency.
And we have a very good working relationship with them.
Absolutely. For years, when it was Tony Viola, And now it's
Tony.
Peter DiCaprio.
Peter, I'm sorry. A few years ago, at the Winter Charity Ball, we actually honored a few people. The Jen Soprano and
Janice.
Janice.
and we actually had a very, very successful fundraiser event. I think it's probably one of the biggest ones. We had about 304 people there when we honored the Cooley's Anemia people. And they were very, very, very supportive of us. The Sons of Italy, because of the nature of the disease, can you give us an idea about where most of the people that suffer from the Cooley's Anemia come from?
Yes, most people that do have Cooley's anemia, they're either of Italian background, of Mediterranean background, Greece, now India. So really, the Sons of Italy, our people, that's, this is where they come from, the Mediterranean, and it does primarily affect
But
them.
we help everyone of any nationality.
Absolutely.
We don't have any, and that's true also with the gift of sight.
Yes,
We don't just
absolutely.
help Italians.
No. Sometimes the children that go to the specialized camp are from different backgrounds. And I'd like to mention also that all of the members and all the lodges are welcome to call us if they have a member or a family that has a specific need, such as specialized glasses that are not covered. Last year we had someone notify me that a little boy needed specialized glasses because he was unable to benefit from just regular glasses. They had to be specifically made for him. And we got together and we were able to donate the glasses directly to the family, which was wonderful. So if any member of a lodge in New York State, because New York State is actually the only state of the national lodges that has a gift of sight committee. They have the other charities, but we are the only ones that have the gift of sight in New York. But anyone can call us and we can see if we're able to assist in any way financially or with the resources that we have available to us. Because our goal is to reach anyone that is visually or visually impaired, to be able to make them as independent and as functional as possible.
And you encourage upstate lodges and organizations to contact you.
Absolutely, yes. I would like to be able to donate to different parts of the state to whatever need they have. So if they have local centers for the blind or senior centers that may need anything, we'd be very happy to offer assistance.
And if someone should be listening to us that is going through the impact of the Cooley's anemia, they can contact us and we can refer them to the proper party.
Most definitely. So if they were to get in touch with us, then we would definitely be able to forward the information to national, to Craig Butler, that we have a really good working relationship with, and further up and down the line. So.
Well, that's great. I'm going to give that number. I hope you went and got the pencil and pen, because I'm going to give that information again. Again, it's the New York Grand Lodge Foundation. We're located in Belmore, New York, and it's 2101 Belmore Avenue. And the telephone number is 516-785-4623. The office is open a little less than normal, but if you leave a message, you will get a call back. And we will help in any way that we possibly can. Mary, I would like to, we're down to the last few minutes. I would like to give you an opportunity to finish up with something that you might not have.
I think I pretty much covered everything, but if there's anyone, like I said before, if anyone is interested in anything in particular, we do have specialists that assist us. Our medical director is Dr. Bacati, and we welcome questions or if anyone has an organization that you know of that could use some help, I would be definitely interested in reaching out to them. And I thank you for the opportunity to join you and explain this to the public.
I think it's important for people to know that Mary and I are married. Most of you know that already. We'll be married 50 years next year.
And
So-
thank you for keeping me gift of sight chairperson when you became president.
Well, you better behave yourself. I don't know about next year. So, by the way, Dr. Bacardi is from the OCLI group,
Yes.
and they have offices throughout the metropolitan area. So again, you can get you could call the OCLI group if you're interested in help, or you can call us in that number that I gave you, and the message will come to Mary, and Mary will do whatever she can to help you.
Certainly.
Anna, I'll give you the same opportunity if there's something that you would like to say.
Again, thank you for having me on your show. But I would also want to say for anybody listening, if you do require any information, not if you just want to make a donation, but if you need any kind of information or if you need to be put in touch with anybody, just reach out to the Grand Lodge. They have my contact information. You could also friend me on Facebook. My name is below, and we'll try to put you through the proper channels. And I just want to thank everybody for their support, and especially my committee that does work so hard to put this all together.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say something about these two ladies. The job that they're doing is, as I like to say, is God's work. It's a difficult job. Mary and I did Cooley's Anemia for a little bit of time, and Anna is doing it now. We know what you go through, Anna. We know that it's not just the event itself, but putting it together. It's like putting on a wedding. You have to make sure people are sitting at the right place, and we usually are a little tight, and people complain, and then people complain about the lines. But it's you do it with such good heart and nature, and I appreciate everything you do as the state foundation president. So thank you very much, and God bless you. I know how hard you work, you and your husband, Ernie Magliato. And your husband is a wonderful guy.
Yes, I think so too. I think so too.
People tell me that all the time. I'm not sure it's true, but thank you very much, Mary, for everything you do. I know you got your heart in it. I know that
Yes,
personally.
we have a wonderful committee, and everyone pitches in and is so dedicated, which is
We both have an attachment to both organizations. Me being a carrier, but also your brother had a situation you might want to.
Yes, my brother had to have eye surgery. He had an eye removed when he was 21, and then became legally blind in the other eye, which was serious. And as a profession, I'm an occupational therapist, and throughout my lifetime, I was able to treat a lot of people with visual issues. So it's very, very close to our hearts.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in today. I hope you got some valuable information about the New York State Grand Lodge Foundation and the Cooley's Anemia and the gift of sight and these wonderful ladies standing next to me. We will be doing this every 2 weeks, and I hope you tune in on Wednesdays. That it's possible next Wednesday, 2 weeks from now might not be possible because I have a conflict, but it will be normally every other week on a Wednesday. And we will continue on doing this because I think it's valuable, and it gives the foundation an opportunity to show the value that it gives to the community and the New York State and to the nation. So thank you very much, and God bless you all, and have a great day. Thank you.